All right, guys, it's 12:09. We're parked on 29 Palms Highway. There's a cliff up here where there's one or two cars off of it, but it's really steep, so I'm gonna try to hike in from the bottom. There's a way down, but you're kind of sitting next to a house, and I don't want to really cause a scene parking by someone's house and stuff, so I don't think it's that tough of a hike. Let's see where this leads us. We parked off the road right next to this shooting range. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, I have a eye appointment tomorrow. Gonna get my eyes checked. I noticed ever since I hit like 46, I'm 48 now, that my vision's getting blurry. Not bad, but I could really notice it. So I might start wearing glasses. All right, guys, we want to go in between those two mountains right there, right in there. So then we're gonna start cutting across the desert right about here, possibly. A lot of times I've learned when there's outer highways like this, I always wonder the reason, and there's always telephone poles. It's a telephone maintenance road. Guys, look how beautiful this little cactus is. Unbelievable. So beautiful, but so painful at the same time. And just to give you guys a quick update, guys, this video is going to be 2 parts, but I'll blend it all together. I'm not sure if you guys can see it with the GoPro, but there's a house up on the hill up there. We're trying to go next to it and trying to hike to these cars, but we're trying to come in from the bottom, like I said earlier. Guys, getting this far out here, I mean, we're pretty far out. I asked myself, how'd this tire get here? I mean, it looks like no one's ever traveled here, ever. But I'm guessing at one time it was possibly rolled from the top of these cliffs up here, from the old neighborhoods from back in the day. Like this brick as well. How this man-made brick get here when there's no roads? Like I've explained in some of my other videos, everything changes with time. At one time, there could have been roads that came out here. Look at all these old cans, but there's no roads. So bizarre. Yeah, they could have had a mine out here or something. There could have been mining for gold. You just don't know. Guys, sometimes I ask myself, why do I always choose the hard way? Guys, we could have pulled up to the top up there and used rope to get down, or found another way down. Here's the first clue of one of these vehicles. Wow. The nut on here is square, so that tells you these vehicles are really old. All right, guys, I haven't seen a footprint for probably 10 minutes or so. So you know we're in the middle of nowhere. A lot of animal activity though. Guys, as we get up closer, we might not even be able to get up to these cars. there might be a waterfall that we can't climb or something. So let's see what happens. Thank God it's not steak season. Even though I have the correct boots, but this would be the place you'd find them. Here's another vehicle part that's washed down over the years. I'm seeing a lot of goat prints on the ground, so I'm sure there's some wild goats up here somewhere. Rams, wild rams up in these hills or something. Guys, what I see up ahead's making me nervous because I don't know if we can get through this. It gets really narrow up high. I'm just looking around everywhere because there's so much stuff on the floor. Old relics and stuff. It's like an old boiler, an old water heater or something there. Possibly. I think what happened, I think in the past, 40s, 50s, possibly 30s, I'm not sure how long this area goes back to, but they were probably throwing all the trash off this cliff and it's just washed down over the years. Wow. Here's what I was getting nervous about, was this up here. Can we make it through this? Oh, crazy. Yeah, guys, I think we got it. As long as there's no huge drops, I'm good. Guys, where I'm at right now is just beautiful. I'm like in a cave with no ceiling. Look. Is that crazy? I'm just like in a, I guess you'd call it a narrow walls on each side. So cool. Let's keep pushing forward. I think we're almost there. You know what's weird is this tire. This tire might be off like a tractor or something. Look at the bizarre pattern on the tread. Strange. Guys, I'm trying to keep the camera off as much as possible. But I know some of you are looking for length, and some of you guys out there are looking for shortness. Uh-oh, I hope we don't turn left right here, because we're in trouble if we are. I hope we don't have to go up that. I think we're on the right track. Look, here's a tractor tire. I'm kind of scared what I'm going to encounter out here. You just don't know. Some coyote feces. Guys, I'm thinking back in the day, this could have been possibly an old trash dump. Look at all this metal just buried in the side of the wash. Here's another fender to some type of vehicle. Man, these things are old. Look at the welding marks. You don't see that in vehicles. You don't see like welding like that and like this in modern vehicles today. Part of the old light, look. Let's keep pushing forward. Guys, check this out. My favorite root beer right here, Bargs. I can't believe how heavy this bottle is. Man, what time period do you guys think this is? 50s? 60s? Let's keep pushing. Guys, I just came around this bend. You don't believe what I'm looking at. 1, 2. I see the remains of like possibly 3 vehicles, possibly. Wow, what's back in this way? Let's go this way first. Guys, we're only looking for vehicles that are almost complete, so. More pieces of a vehicle here. Wow. An old refrigerator. Unreal. There's so many tires down here. Wow. I think that's it for this way. Look at all these tires in here. Guys, I don't want to be too loud. There's possibly some houses above us. There's some more tires through here. There's possibly some cars back in there, you don't know. But guys, we're on a mission today. We're going to another location after this. So I don't have time to put the drone up in this area. But I'll turn the camera back on when I get back to that other side. But look at this bottle. It says Purex on the top. I think it's an old bleach bottle. Like the tip's busted off, look. Alright guys, stay with me. I'm going to turn the camera off to save time. Ooh. Guys, oh, that scared the hell out of me. The minute I stepped here, I smelled something dead. It caught my attention like, ooh. And guys, look, it's a fox. My heart started pounding. I was like, oh my God, are we going to find a dead body down here or what? Look at that. Let me move the tumbleweed off of it so you guys can see it. but I wonder what happened to it. It's a pretty good sized fox. Unbelievable. Let me take a picture of this, guys, and we'll keep pushing. Man, that was so strange. It just hit me like, poof, like something dead. I like almost jumped back like, what the heck? And then the minute my eyes focused forward, I go, oh, there it is. Guys, I hope no one's trying to count the tires out here, because you're going to be in for a big job. Remember, guys, we're trying to be really quiet out here. There's houses above us. Looks like we're going to be going to the right. Guys, I'm going to check out all this area to the left, and then I'll come back this way. Look at this old can. All right, guys, we have an old truck right here. It's buried. We can't even see what it is. Look at this emblem. Guys, I can't even see. I have so much sweat in my eyes. I'm trying to focus and just wipe it out of my eyes, but it's really hard. Look at this emblem. It says super right here. Guys, look at this. An old tricycle. Like I said, it's all been thrown from the top. Back in the day, people used to throw stuff off cliffs, you know, everywhere. This looks like it's part of like a sand rail or a golf cart or something. You know, this is probably from the wind right here. People just throw, or the wind probably just pushed them off. It's really, really windy in this area. So I could imagine some just get blown over the times. We got a vehicle here. Guys, and here's the top of the cliff right here. Wow, there's a frame of a car here, which we'll take a picture of. There's actually a car hidden behind this bush up here. Guys, this is old. Whenever you see that frame like that in the center, I think that's 30s, 40s stuff. Let me take a picture now in case someone looks over and says, hey, you guys, you're trespassing. Get out of here or something. So let me take a picture right now, just so we have it in the phone. These cars up here are up on this hill, and it's so hard just to stay up here. That is so cool. Guys, that car has suicide doors on it. Very rarely do I find a car with suicide doors. And there's another one right here with suicide doors. Let's crawl up there And then we'll crawl down here. And then I guess we'll just hike out of here, back out to the road. Let me turn the camera off. When I get there, I'll turn it back on. Hold on. Holy cow. Look at the taillight on this thing. So you got the gas door that flips up right there. Let's try to get up in there. Guys, I tripped over a rock and hit my toe. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. Guys, the problem is I can't stand near this car. It's too hard. Let me stand right here. It's just so hard to tell what it is. Yeah, I'll stand right here. Old radiator still there. This thing probably still has an engine in it. Let's try to go higher. Don't fall. Look at this radiator. Guys, I need to go back down the way I came. Actually, I'm gonna go this way, but I need to take a picture of this car. I'll turn the camera back on when I get there. All right, guys, this car, it rolled, so it crumbled. That's why it's in such horrible condition, but I want to really focus on this tail light right here. Look at that. And this gas door. Wow, I thought that was plastic, guys. This is glass. I'm like in a treasure trove over here. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to get back over here so I can take a good photo of the side. This is number 2, and then this one over here is gonna be number 3. Guys, I really wonder when is the last time someone's been down here. 5 years, 10 years, a year? I don't see any footprints down here. I could just tell all the stuff's been thrown off the top from the past, you know. 50s, 60s era, maybe 40s, 30s, I don't know. If you guys want to chime in as well, go ahead. Tell me what year you think this all came from. Guys, I think that one's going to be the car of the day. That thing's rad, and there's more of it to look over. So let me go this way, grab the poles, and then we'll go down. Guys, check this out. Is this rad or what? Guys, the front clip of this car is on the opposite side. This is amazing. I love finding old cars like this. This is so cool. Guys, let's go this side and check out the front clip and then we'll get out of here. Guys, this is going to be a long day. We have 2 other cars to film in a canyon a few miles from here. Guys, I should have went around the bottom, not the top. But you know what? I'll take a picture right here so we get a good view of the front. Alright guys, I'm going to turn the camera on when we get to the bottom. Guys, I don't think you could find a better picture for a calendar than right there, huh? That was so cool. The sun's hitting it just perfect. You got the top of the cliff there. If I could just keep my legs from sliding right now. So cool. Guys, what's cool is the taillights are still there and still usable. That rear bumper and bracket is still there and still usable. Look, it's not even bent. There might be a little bend right here, possibly. But if someone really needed this back bumper, taillight housings, this is it right here. There's a little damage on the bottom of this one, but they're still usable. If you like that rat rod look. And guys, look at the front clip of this car. If it's from this car, I don't know. It looks like possibly. Or is it a whole nother car? I'm not good with cars, but guys, is this it? I don't know. If I could just stay from sliding, we could get a closer look. Guys, look at the grill on this thing. That is so cool. Don't fall. So cool, man. Alright guys, since this car is missing the front clip, I guess this is it. Look at that grill. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could take it and try to put it in your vehicle if you had the same year. It has some parts where it's bent and broken, but it's probably still salvageable. And the left headlight still has the trim piece around it. This is one of my best finds in a while. Amazing, amazing day. Oh guys, I just realized there's a house right behind me and they can see everything I'm doing. I didn't know that. I know there was a house behind me. Alright guys, let's get out of here. I'm gonna take one last picture of this and we're out. Guys, let's get out here. Let's get to the next location. Daylights are burning. Guys, there's something magical about this place. This high desert area. Joshua Tree, Yucca Valley. The weather's amazing, 24/7. I mean, you could wear a t-shirt all day long, all year long. The environment's amazing. I've come out here probably 10 times in my life. I've never had a bad day out here. Absolutely amazing. All right, guys, when I find bones, I usually try to document it. We're still at the first location. Let me show you my surroundings. Not sure if this is ram, deer, human, I don't know. It's short. It's a short bone. Could be, I don't know. Is that too big to be a coyote? I'm not sure. Let's just leave it there. Sometimes I'll bring them home and put them in the garden, but a lot of times I'll find like a deer skull or something, I'll take them. One time I found like I think it was like a bobcat, possibly? I don't know, but you don't find too many bones out here in the desert. A lot of times they're brittle and all busted up. Wow, guys, we have a lot of animal bones right here by the road. From that little point, I would say like a mountain, a ram from the hills. Let me put it down. We might take it, I'm not sure. There's bones everywhere now that I keep looking. Here's from the spine. Huh. What happens, guys, is once an animal dies, the other animals, they just tear it apart. Coyotes, bobcats, deer, or mainly coyotes, bobcats, maybe mountain lions. I don't know if we should take this or not. If it was complete, I'd probably take it, but let's just let it lay right where it is. Let me know what you guys think. What is this? Let's keep rolling. All right, guys, we're parked on the 247 highway. I don't see any no parking signs, so I think we could park here. I tried parking in other directions and there was absolutely no way in. I was to the point where I was literally almost gonna have to jump a barbed wire fence just to get to these cars. So we're gonna have to go through this area, which there's no trail. We're gonna try to follow streams, riverbeds, and just cut through. But the car is probably about 1.5 miles to 1 mile in this direction. Guys, one last thing. It's December 21st, 2025. All right, guys, this is gonna be really cool because there is no trails out here. We're gonna just hike through the California desert to get to this vehicle. I can't figure out why it's out here. I don't see any roads out here, but the cool thing is there's lots of scenery. Look at all the different cactuses out here. Look at this. Look at this. I've never even seen this type of cactus before. So cool. Guys, check this out. I put my hiking poles next to this one. Look how small this little Christmas, or it looks like a Christmas tree, but it's a cactus. You know, it's about 18 inches tall. And it's just a cactus living out here in the desert. A baby. So cool. Next to it is a very large one. A lot to look at out here. This is the stuff you cannot get near at all. Guys, I know exactly where I'm going to about a 50 foot square because I keep looking at my GPS. We're going in between those two hills ahead of us. You can see a mountain to the left and a mountain to the right. We're going in the center of it. But I'm looking on the ground. I'm trying to find bones, relics. You just never know. All right, guys, very strange. Now we're on a hiking trail. I see footprints. I found a trail earlier with my car and it said no trespassing. So I came in through a different direction, but I'm not sure if this is the same trail. For those of you familiar with California, we're not far from Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree is just 5 or 10 miles away, I'm guessing. The actual whole entire park. We're on the opposite side of the road of it. Look how crazy this tree is behind me. Just absolutely stunning out here, guys. Take a look. And I see a lot of footprints, which I'm not understanding because I can't find this entrance of this hiking trail anywhere on my GPS. It might just be like a community thing, but I see a lot of animal prints as well. So let's keep our eyes open. You just never know what you find out here. What is this? All right, guys, now the trails are starting to end. And now I'm starting to see nothing on the ground, no footprints of human activity. I spotted this, I'm like, what is this? And it looks like someone has a little chair set up out here to just come out here and just chill. Look at this. Perfect. I mean, who could ask for a better view? Let's try it out. Pretty good. I'm liking it. Guys, I don't smoke or drink anymore, but if someone put a Corona in front of me with a lemon in it, I'd have to say I'd probably drink it. Let's get back on the road. Guys, when you get deep back in here like this, and you can look around and try to spot a mountain lion, would you see one? Probably not, but they're known to be out here in these canyons. Let's keep our eyes open. I got some trekking poles to fight it off. All right, guys, I don't see footprints anymore, so now we're in an area that's not traveled by humans much. A lot of these prints on the ground, I just see a couple footprints, but most of it, I believe, is either ram prints or deer. I can't figure it out. But I'm just keeping my eyes open in these hills to see if I can see any wild rams, because I believe there's some out here. All right, guys, I just took a quick water break. Usually I try not to drink water when I'm hiking, but I stopped really quick for it just to quench my thirst, because I already had my backpack off. But yeah, let's keep pushing forward. The scenery is just beautiful out here. Hey guys, look at this. Hello? 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 Hey guys, I don't mean no harm. I'm just seeing what's going on. If anybody's in here. Hello? Man, who would live out here like this? Where did all these car parts come from? There's a car hood, something up there. But they have it blocked off so you can't get in there, so here's a car door. You never know what you're going to find in the California desert, guys. An old, some type of like homeless shelter of some type. Somebody was just down and out living out here. And someone spent a lot of time making this. But you'd have to hike so far I mean, how are they hiking in and out of here? They probably just want to be left alone, you know? This is all their trash from, you know, they're probably eating food and stuff. They're throwing everything out here. Look at all those bean cans and stuff. Here's another car hood. Let's just leave it alone, guys. I don't see no dead bodies or anything, so looks like someone just walked away from it. Maybe like the rangers came out here or something and said you can't be living out here. They brought in a lot of stuff from outside. That's what happens a lot of times. They bring in homeless people, they'll bring in just trash from other areas. Alright guys, we have a video to film. Let's get back on track here. We actually went around the cars and let's go back to them right now. Back to the movie, back to the video. Alright guys, I see them down here in this wash. There's one here, and there's one right here. It's got some great patina on it. Well, it's been burned, but I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's weird, there's like no footprints around it, so I don't think a lot of people know this car is here. Wow. Okay, it's a station wagon of some type. But what's throwing me off, it looks like there's a V8 in here. Hold on. Yeah, guys, we got a V8 car here. What the heck? Guys, let's take a close look at this engine. Guys, this is crazy. We hiked to those other cars this morning. Now we're over here. What a day this was, huh? V8 station wagon. It's extremely damaged on this side. Let me go to this side. I don't know what this is. Maybe we could tell from the back. Baby Toad 2021. I don't know what that says. Somebody graffitied on it that was out here hiking or hunting or shooting or something. Oh, I'd love to know the story behind this. How to get out here? Why is it here? You know, etc., etc. I don't see any VIN number on the door area or the dash. If you take a look at this, you can tell the rat's been eating away at these wires. These spark plug boots. Spark plug wire boots. You can tell the rats have been chewing away at them. take a picture of this. Look at this other car over here. I'm so happy I made it to this vehicle because I really want to try to post this video on Christmas morning. A lot of people don't work and it'll probably get a lot of views. Even though it's a car that's not off a cliff, I like filming cliff cars, cars that are off cliffs that are extremely dangerous in dangerous areas. This is not dangerous. This is not a dangerous area. It was fun hiking out here, but I mean, anybody can do this. I want to hike to the ones that scare me. It's crazy is there's a hacksaw blade right here. Somebody was out here cutting parts off this hook. All right, guys, let's take pictures and we'll continue on to the next vehicle. All right, guys, so what we know, this vehicle is in a wash. Same with the other vehicle. These vehicles drove in somehow through following a wash. But guys, I tried to come through this wash with my car and it was barbed wired shut and it said no trespassing on this land, but that was next to a house. What is this? Guys, is this a Chrysler product? Please tell me there's a VIN on this car. I don't see anything. This is a Chrysler product. We do have something right here. Hold on. Hold on just a minute. Look at these numbers here. Look at that. I'll take a picture of that with my iPhone. I'm not sure what that means, but and then we have some numbers on this plastic there. Guys, we have a Chrysler product, I believe. That's been flooded. That's all this dirt's in here. It's flooded out. There was a VIN at one time, look. And it's faded. It's gone. Right there. Wow, there's actually a tow package on this car. Let me beat this brush down really quick and we'll crawl behind here. Alright guys, I just chopped away so we could go around the corner with my trekking poles. What is this thing? Look at a tow package. Very rarely do you see tow packages on cars. That's crazy. Look at the amount of dirt in this car from flooding. Like I said, it's in a riverbed, so sometimes this river flood basin gets high and it overflows. Here is the alternator. All right, guys, very cool. Another video filmed in the books. I want to try to film as many videos before January 1st. I'm posting this one on Christmas Day. If I could just post one more before the 1st, I should be able to do it, because right around Christmas time, my business gets slow. It's very hard to work right around the days of Christmas. So I might be able to pull one more off. I don't care the video length, as long as I could film one vehicle. That's my goal. It's just to make it to one vehicle doing this hobby that I have, is filming vintage cars, car crashes, stolen cars, etc. That's the goal. One car for the video, and we got 2. Peace out, guys. Reverse Rocket TV, Yucca Valley, California. It's a beautiful day. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.